to play it and listen to it, but we didn't know
Mm.
it was going to make us that emotional, like when we
Yeah.
listened to it. And it was just like a surrender, you know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
we hold the weight of the world on us like 24/7, 7 days a week, you know? And sometimes we forget to just say, this is out of my hands, you know, especially
Hmm.
if you're down to your last, and you have to pray to the source, you know, to. Hey folks, I'm ready for Bliss Talk. Are you ready for Bliss Talk? I got special guest coming in, Meta Man, jazz fusion musician, video producer, radio host. I can use both of those, radio host and a video producer. I wonder if he knows some things about this camera that I just got. I got a GH4 camera, and I've been having such a hard time trying to figure it out. I called on some friends to try to help me out with it, and they're just as lost as I am with it. I've been on the YouTube, I've been on the Google, still can't figure it out. So none of the questions that I have for him or prepared for him today have anything to do with that, but please believe me, I will be asking him asking him about it. Just to recap, yesterday I had Destiny Stone join me yesterday, and she's also a musician. And hey, Jadina, I hope you stay for a little while. It'll only be 30 minutes. I like to have 30-minute inspiring conversations with people in the community that are grinding, doing their thing. And you know, these people that I have on here, they've been through some things that are similar to other people's struggles, but somehow they are maneuvering and overcoming these obstacles. So, but how? How are you doing it? How are you living? I was just talking to Destiny Stone yesterday, and we talked about running away, but then confronting. When you're tired of running, you have to confront that thing that you're running away from, because if you don't confront it, it's just gonna get worse. You know, those leaky pipes. My example is my leaky pipe, because I just had to get one fixed, and it cost me a whole lot of money to get it fixed. But if I didn't confront it and get it fixed, I would have had major issues down the line. I'm talking about high water bills, probably property damage and all that good stuff. But her example was talking about her family and her mom. There was a disconnect with her mom, and she was worried about confronting it. So she said she ended up confronting it, and she's not sure if maybe it was received, but at least she did it. It's off her chest. She's not as worried as she used to be about it. And I thought that was a great example of someone confronting an issue or confronting a problem that they've been having for a while. We all have those things within our families, those confrontations that we really don't want to get into it today. We'd be like, not today, Satan. Not today. But when you got time, when you do have time, go ahead and get it out the way. I don't know why that reminded me of Snoop Dogg when he's talking about 6ix9ine. He was like, I normally don't have time for this, but today I got time. So he went in. He went in. Hey, Money Mike, what up, though? I'm waiting for my guest to get here. So I've just been yapping away about previous Bliss Talks and everything that I've been learning. Y'all can hear me okay? I talked with Momo Love. That was one of the major keys that I picked up on from a previous Bliss Talk. And she was talking about making that transition from thought from the thought process into your do phase. And I think that is a very important key. Think all the time about what we're going to do. We got plans. We got so many plans. And until we put those things in motion, what's
Hey,
up?
how's it going?
How are
Hey,
you
it's
doing? You made
good. Yeah, it's Meta Man here.
Meta
Just
Man.
yeah, living life,
Living
living
life.
life.
I
How's
see
it?
you outside right now.
Yeah, I actually have to go to work in about 45 minutes,
Oh, wow.
and I work at UPS like part-time, so like I'm just like basically here, but there's these trees like to the side, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
I'm love.
actually, there's like a railroad track. Yeah,
You know
it's
what? In a
pretty
lot of
cool.
your pictures, it seems like you're outside. You must really like outdoors.
Yeah, I live in Portland, so I ever since I was a kid, I just always liked nature. So I like to go on hikes and like to go to the beach, go to go be in the trees. Not everybody could relate when I was younger, but like when I came to Portland, I found all kinds of people to go hiking with and like be outside with. It's
It's just a
nice.
part of your nature. I like
Hmm.
being outside too. I think I spoke with someone on the previous Bliss talk, and it's something about being outside. It opens up this,
Yeah,
what's it called? It's just open. Maybe it's the chakras that are open when we're
it's a
outside.
lot of headroom, a
Yeah,
lot more headroom than
it
when
is.
you're in the building.
Yeah, it
So
definitely is.
the sky's the limit when you're outside, or when you're inside too. But yeah, I like to be outside sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
are you where are you at in this
I'm in
country or?
Greensboro.
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce myself. I go by Carmen Bliss, and I'm an organizer, singer, songwriter, and I do these Bliss Talk things where I get to chat with someone every day during the weekday, someone who's going steady in their purpose and in their craft, and I like to pick their brains on stuff, try to pick up some knowledge on their experiences. I ask questions that I actually really do want to know the answer to. And I think that your answers will help not only me, but other people that may watch Bliss Talk. And I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you 5 questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Fire away.
Let's do this. All right. So, where is my paper for you? Okay. Hold on. Give me a second, because I had all of this stuff up here. First of all, can I ask you something about cameras? Because I see that you're a video producer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have a GH4, right?
Mhm.
It's a camera, and I have no idea how to work that thing. What kind of camera do you use?
I use it. I got a Canon Rebel, and an EOS 60D. I shoot with those two cameras. Canon EOS 60D. The 60D is a really good video camera too, and the Canon I can take videos with it, but it's better for just pictures,
Yeah.
Or in my experience, it's better for like pictures,
A lot of my friends, my artistic friends that use cameras, they use Canons too. And I don't know if I had to be the oddball and get a GH4 because I just heard so many good things about it. Have you ever heard of the GH4?
I've seen it, yeah, because I'm a video producer at this place called Open Signal in Portland,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that camera there. Like, people, there's all kind of cameras there, but I've never used it. I've just seen it. It looks like a cool camera. So that's the one you have, though?
Yeah,
Is
it is.
it?
I don't know if
Yeah.
I can out where you can see it. But
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
totally. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know much about it. I'm not the best tech support person,
It's
but
okay.
like.
That was just my warm-up question for you. I
Hmm.
was looking for the rest of your question.
Yeah. Hmm.
But let's see. What topics are you most prone to writing about? Let's see your music.
Yeah, I'd say like I kind of like music that's about like the present moment. Like a lot of the songs would be like they're all just like really in the present moment, like the way the song structure is. I don't know, like the stuff I talk about. Like I have a song called like Rainy Days. It's just like a Sunday it's a song about a Sunday where and it's just like kind of like what I'm doing, but it's like got a deeper meaning. I have another song called Simple Things, and it's just about the simple things in life and the things that you enjoy in the present moment. So,
Oh my.
I,
Is your music anywhere? Because I would love to hear that. Simple things.
yeah, that's up on Apple Music and Spotify. It's on all like YouTube Music too. It's just Metaman, like two words, META man, and I had it distributed on all the platforms, but I actually need to. I have a SoundCloud too, and it's at realmeta.music. So, but you can find all my songs on like Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music. Yeah.
That's dope. So
hmm
you like to write about present things. You said you have a song,
Yeah.
simple things.
Yeah.
And simple things, what exactly are you talking about in that song?
Well, it's just like I'm talking about good food and good company, like being like the things that we appreciate like at the beach, like the salts in the air, the wind blowing through our hair, and like, it's like a poem I wrote basically, and I made it into a song. So it's like about just like appreciating. I guess I was thinking about some experiences I had when I wrote this song, like just get-togethers and like kickbacks or like jams, and I was just thinking about all these great moments I've had with people where we shared food and played music and had a good time, and it's just like my appreciation for that vague topic of just the simple things. It's just like a song about simple things, like, but like I guess like when you're with your homies, or when you're with your loved ones or family, like the things you appreciate with, I should have released it on Thanksgiving, to be honest.
That's a
Thanks.
really, really beautiful topic. Just the simple sharing time with your family, going out and about. I saw on your page that you had a meme or a message saying, life is short. And instead of asking what the world can do for you, what can you do for the world? So I wanted to talk about that, because I think that is such a good message. Because when I think about it, I think about when we're living in our purpose, like we are having to be of service to others. Like that's the main goal in life, is being of service to others. And then also, what do you want to tell people when you're writing music, or if you're doing stuff like a Bliss Talk, for example? What message are you trying to get out there? So can you give me a perspective on that?
I guess the message is just to be real, be your authentic self. No matter, some situations don't call for being your full self, maybe, but like just never lose sight of your authentic self, because it's like kind of easy to get wrapped up, keep up with the Joneses or whatever it is for that individual, like want to appear, just that's what I kind of, a lot of my music is like kind of like triumphant. It's like if you're coming out of like maybe depression or something, that's how I look at the music. Like it's just like the music you would listen to if you're coming out of depression or something, or it's like kind of just like reminding like what's worth living for. That's, I think of those things with my music, because I'll go a little bit into it, but like I used to have issues with depression when I was younger, like chemical imbalance or whatever, like runs in the family. But like when I started playing music, it just gave me an outlet. So now that I've kind of matured as an artist, it's like I want to give people music that can uplift, make them feel better about their day, or just like better about their present moment, whatever's going on in that present moment, just enhance it, maybe, if you're listening to it.
So your music, is that what you're using in order to give back to the world at this current moment, or do you have other things that you're doing to be in service?
I make videos, and right now there's, the whole quarantine business, but like right before all that, I had gotten a show approved for at Open Signal, which is a video production studio in Portland. It's on MLK, and so when that opens up again, they have like full facilities, like it's all Comcast equipment, like cameras and green screen. I'd love to like get back in there and like do some music videos for some affiliated artists, like shout out to my brother T Walker. He's like a really good friend of mine, and like it's been fun playing music with him. Like he came to Portland and did some shows. I met him at an airport, and so like I want to answer your question, I want to showcase the artists too, because I'm an artist myself, and I make my own music, but I want to showcase other artists and give them an opportunity to showcase their own creative expression, like with a video, like with the green screen rooms, like they can customize what they want to do, or we could like talk about what they want to do, and even like off-site video shoots, just capturing it's really just capturing that present moment. That's how I look at music. Like when I listen to like Bob Marley or like Prince or something, Jimmy, really good music. Those were all like moments in time, or those, it's interesting.
Yeah, that's super valuable. I wanted to say thank you to those of you who joined the Bliss Talk. I have met a man from Portland. He's a jazz musician, video producer, radio host. And right before you got on here, met a man, I was like talking about that a little bit, about how all of these titles are so valuable. I can use a video producer. I can use someone that's, at a radio host, what I mean? And just like what you were saying, we talked about being in service to others and what we want to say and how we're going to, give back to the world rather than asking the world to give to us.
Yeah. Cause, it's easy to kind of look at life when the going gets tough, it can be easy to, just think that you've been dealt a bad card or dwell on the negative. It's really easy to do that. But like, as I've just gotten older, it's become, just learn to, just be in the present moment more. I don't know. I'm sorry. What was your question again?
It wasn't a question. You were just making a comment. Are you religious at all?
No. Well, I wouldn't say I'm religious. I'd say like I'm spiritual, because it's cliche, but no, I believe in, I believe in creation, that the universe has been created, that the earth's been created. I believe like, all life on earth is creation, and there's creator, God. But religion gets like kind of like controversial, because it's like, at the end of the day, that's people trying to describe what was already there, to try to describe the creative forces of the creator, God. And then
I asked that question because last night, me and my family, we just so happened to like play some gospel music, really uplifting songs and stuff. And so we didn't know, we didn't think, we was just like wanting to play it and listen to it, but we didn't know it was going to make us that emotional, like when we listened to it. And it was just like a surrender, you know what I mean? Because we hold the weight of the world on us like 24/7, 7 days a week, and sometimes we forget to just say, this is out of my hands, especially if you're down to your last, and you have to pray to the source, to help guide, and so I kid you not, we had that night yesterday where we were just like, we put our hands up like, you got this, you got it. And my best friend, she got a call today, and she got a job.
That's cool.
I thought it was so crazy when we had that moment last night, and then she got the call that she got the job that she had applied for. I thought that was amazing.
Was she like thinking about it for a while, like, oh, am I going to get the job or something, or?
she was thinking about it, and
Hmm.
that type of thing is a stressful thing when you're looking, and
I
so.
Yeah, same thing with me. Like, I lost my like catering job with the whole lockdown and everything. But like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I just like found like a job really quickly after that. That's even
Yeah.
it's kind of like better. It's like closer to me, and I can work like part time. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool when when things work out that way.
it is.
It
And
makes it's.
I have a similar story where I was working at a call center. I hated the call center. Hated it.
Hmm.
And, I came in every day because I needed the money. But
Hmm.
one day I just couldn't get out of the bed.
Oh
So
yeah, you were just tired.
I couldn't get up to go
Hmm.
into this place, anymore. Anymore.
Yeah,
And
I
so
was.
I got on my knees and I
Hmm.
prayed, and then I'm currently working at the job that I got. I've been
Hmm.
there for 4 years. It's something that happens when you let go of stuff and you just let go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real though,
yeah,
like as I've just gotten older, it's like the more I release my attachment to things, or the more I like just release like my clinging to like really like outcomes or like expectations, it
yeah.
like things just kind of work out anyway. But then when I used to like really try to like control a situation in my life, or like try to like just make things work in my life as much, it would be like more resistance.
Mm,
I don't know. It's not like I'm not saying I don't do anything. Like I still like work towards the things I want, but like I'm not as affected by the gain or loss as much anymore. Like it's just like that. I used to be anxious about the idea of losing something, so
mm,
now it doesn't really like bother me as much.
yeah.
You know.
Erica Badu on her page, I love how when she wishes her friends
Hmm.
happy birthday and she said, may
Hmm.
everything, I hope you get everything that's for you. Because
Hmm. Hmm.
not everything is for you, but I hope that you get what's for you. I think that's a
Yeah,
beautiful
that's true. Yeah,
to
it's like
one. Yeah.
it's like what like difference between like what you want and what you really need. It's
Mm,
like I might think like I get you could get them mixed up, like what you really need versus what you think you need, or like what you want.
right.
So
Yeah. My next
yeah.
question for you is
Mm.
I'm loving the conversation. Let's keep it
Yeah,
going.
me too. Yeah, I'm feeling
Let's
irie. Yeah.
Hey, Iron.
Yeah.
Everything is all right. Okay.
Hmm.
So let's talk about your best performance and how it's
Oh
received.
yeah. Okay. Man, give me 1 minute to think about that, because I've done like a bunch of shows. Like my best performance. Oh man, it was probably at this place called the Basil, and it's this Thai restaurant here in Portland. And like
Hmm.
they had there's a basement bar that's like pretty cool, and there was a bunch of people there for this. They were like I think three or four bands, one of my friends, his name's Jeff Chilton. He's like a trombone player. Like he got me like a little set there in between like a little 20-minute set. I think this was when I first moved to Portland, so this wasn't even like a legit gig, but it was still a performance. And his guitar player from his band let me play through his amp and everything. Like I brought my own guitar, but I played through all of his pedals and everything. And I
Hmm.
just like really went ham that night. It was really funny. It was like I just like was all shredding on the guitar, and like because it wasn't even like I planned to do a show, but it was like, oh, an opportunity to like play music in front of people. Let's do it. So, and I was new in town, so it was like really fun. It was like I played like a bunch of like I played some covers, like I played some like jazz funk stuff. I played some original stuff, and like I was like there was a killer drummer and a killer bass player that just like hopped on and started playing like with me. They were just like on the one and everything, and it was just like, oh, you know what? All right, I take that back. My best performance ever was in Costa Rica, and I'll keep a long story short. I had a show booked last 420, April 20th last year, and I had a show booked at this place called the Devil's Den in Portland. But
Hmm.
I was in Costa Rica, and I had actually missed my flight somehow. Anyway, I was in Puerto Viejo, and like it was like 420 or the day after 420, and this guy was like, I was like, named Dave was just like, telling me about this Playa 506 place. It's this bar called Playa 506. It's like a tiki bar. And he was like, I was telling him about the gig that I missed because I missed my flight because there was no buses left. It was like this big festival. And he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get you to play at this spot. You're really good. I'm gonna make sure you get to play that. You know, like he's like, do you want to play tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then
You froze up. Come back.
yeah, I got it. I had a band backing me, and they were just like really good. Like I had like cajon player and like a little cymbal player, bass and drums. And I was playing like most of my own songs. I played most of my own tunes, like Simple Things and Just Be Real. Like those are all online, but like it was just such a good show because like I was in Costa Rica and people were really just digging the music and there was a good crowd. And there was this Rasta lady trying to sell like weed brownies. And like she was like trying to sell me like weed brownies for like $20 or something. I was like, I'm good, I'm okay.
Yeah.
And, it was just a really fun night because like, and you know the funny thing is, it was such a good performance. Like everybody was like, "Damn, I didn't know you could like play like that. That was really cool." And you didn't even rehearse with these guys. Yeah. And this girl who was staying at the hotel I was staying at, she had gotten all these videos, but she couldn't even send me the videos because it was like too long. So it was just one of those things where I never got the video from the performance, but it happened, and it was just like really fun. Like there were all these pictures. They're like, "Oh, we need to get Wi-Fi to send the pictures. I got to download Google Drive now and find somewhere with 3G." It was just like funny that I never got like the video from the show, but that was my best show. Playa 506, 421, like the day after 420 last year.
That's awesome. I mean, as a musician and a songwriter, you pray for those good shows. You pray that it goes well. And for me, like a good show is where, you know, I feel like, first of all, I performed well. And I get the energy from the crowd. And it just, and then for people to actually like those words that you came up with, that you put together.
Yeah.
It's awesome energy. What do you think makes a good show?
The band, like the chemistry with the band, like the communication, really, and then like, you know, knowing where each other are gonna go. Like you could go off on a solo for a minute, but like the drums and the bass has to like keep it going. Like sometimes if you're not rehearsed with people and they're not used to it, they'll like stop playing if you go off on a solo. Because they're expecting you to play the rhythm, but then they don't know what to do when you start going off on a solo. They should just play together. So it's the communication and the crowd, having a good crowd. So the worst thing is people on their phones and like, you know, they're like talking all loud. But when you have a crowd and they're just quiet, that's like cool. Or, you know, they're just like really watching you. That's like really cool. And they're actually paying attention to your music. And, yeah, and the venue too. Like if the venue has like a vibe, a lot of venues have vibes. So if it's just some dive bar, it's just gonna have a vibe about it. Even if you played a really good show, it's just like it can only be so good because you played there, or you know, like you just played at some little bar that isn't really good. You know, it isn't really known for that much of anything. It's just like some random bar, but those are good too. So I guess the thing that makes a good gig is the location, the crowd, and the band, like how well you guys can play. They can play together.
That's so true. That's so true. I want to talk about. I have two more questions for you, so we got to so we can get you to work on it. I want you to talk about your radio opportunity and how it's been helpful for you at being a musician and connecting.
Oh man. How can I make this short? All right. I'm also at 10%. My phone dies. Anyway, I'm going to keep going with it. I went to school for journalism and I didn't even finish my degree. But then when I moved to Portland, I got linked up with KBOO, like 90.7 somehow. And like did board operating classes there. I did that. I started doing that like 2000. Yeah, I guess like last year, like last February, like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I had already been living in Portland for 4 years. And the crazy thing is, last September, my mom bumped into her cousin Pablo. His name's Pablo Innes. She bumped into him at this funeral in LA for a cousin, and he was like, "Oh," she was like, "What have you been up to?" She knows him from Jamaica. He's Jamaican, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in Portland. I've been living in Portland the past 30 years or whatever, this and that." She's like, "Oh, my son lives in Portland." He was like, "Yeah, I know. I heard you have a son and a daughter and blah, blah." So she showed him the Facebook, and my cover photo at the time had KBOO in front of it. He was like, "Oh, I helped build that place. I got did the reggae show there for 30 years."
Wow.
And then I got invited to I told her to pass my number on to him. He called me 2 days after that, and we were like, we're going to link. And then next thing you know, I bump into him at like a reggae show or a restaurant opening. And like, I got invited there from this Ethiopian dude that I don't even remember like meeting on Lyft or something. He just like invited me to the show. And I was just like, didn't know that many people there. So I was like introducing myself to people, and I got to Pablo. I was like, "Oh, hey, my name's Dante." He's like, "Oh, wait, you're Dante?" I was like, "I called you the other night." And I was like, "Cool, man, that's crazy." So he is just kind of funny that I got some history with KBOO because that's my cousin. And
Yeah.
But right now I'm gearing up to start recording pre-recorded shows and getting it aired on KBOO. Because right now the whole facility is closed except the staff, so we're gonna pre-record shows and air them. But right before the quarantine, I got approved for a Sunday show, and that's like only after like volunteering for a couple months. So it is just cool. It's just cool how that So I kind of got my foot in the door there.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's what I want us to do. I want you to tell us anything that you got going on. I want you to give all your social media information, including your website.
Oh, yeah.
And while you're doing that, we'll take one question. If anyone who's joined us, you can ask me or Megan a question.
Okay, so hit me up at realmeta.music on Instagram. I have a video page that I'm going to start that's new, and I'm going to start like posting more on it. It's realmeta.media. So if you just type in realmeta. It should come up. And my music name is Metaman. You can find my music on Apple Music, Spotify, all the streaming services. My Cash App is realmeta.music as well. And what else is there?
Let's get that Cash App.
That's what T Walker always does. Shout out to T Walker. Yeah, he said that's my homie. What else? Yeah, Metaman on YouTube as well. There's some new music videos coming out that are waiting to be released very soon here. I just did a video for Simple Things, so that's on YouTube. Check that out. I have a video page on Facebook that's realmeta.media as well. So what else is there? I'm just finished recording an EP with my homie Ados 33. Shout out to Ados 33. He's Silent Temple with 1 T on Instagram, and it's some really good healing guitar playing and melodies and the singing, songwriting in this EP. Still to be unnamed. More coming from that soon. And what I got going on, I'm trying to I'm setting up a garden at my place with my roommates, so that's gonna be really cool. Shout out to my roommates, and we're setting up a garden. I'm also gonna be a dad.
Oh, snap!
I'm gonna be a dad in like 4 months.
Congratulations!
Yeah, I just found out it's a boy like earlier today.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, so it's a boy.
You're super happy. That's awesome.
She wants to name him Ira.
Ira. Oh,
Ira.
Good.
I mean, yeah.
Like Irie, but just
like Irie, but Ira. I mean, that's cool. Whatever.
Man, this has been such a freaking awesome conversation.
Yeah.
We talked about, your writing and how you like to write about stuff that's, current in your life. And we also talked about being of service to others and, doing for the world versus the world's always giving. And we talked about your favorite performance, and what makes a good performance is that communication with the band, it's the vibe, it's the venue, all of those things make a good show. And we also talked about the opportunity that you got to be on the radio, man. That's a big opportunity, especially for music.
Yeah.
We talked about letting go too, like letting go of certain things and how that helps with you moving forward,
Yeah, absolutely.
Stepping out.
It's been really good. I haven't been interviewed enough, man. Like, this is great. You're really good at this.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I answer my own question? You said you're going to ask.
What question?
The top three favorite guitar players for me. Top four favorite guitar players. Carlos Santana, because when I was a kid, I saw him on Spy Kids after Spy Kids, and he just came out after the credits and was shredding on the guitar, and I was like playing the air guitar, like 9 years old, just spazzing out. And my cousin Deneen saw me and was like, "Whoa, like what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And then I'm playing guitar. And Jimi Hendrix is my next favorite. Prince and Gabor Szabo, he's a Hungarian jazz guitar player. He's probably one of my favorite guitar players. He's got a really unique style that you've probably heard on the jazz station, just instrumental music.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Also, if you're in the Portland area, I'm going to start teaching guitar lessons again. So if you want guitar lessons, we can do video guitar lessons. I mean, it's the future. We can do live guitar lessons.
I might have to take you up on that. Yeah.
Yeah. You can do guitar lessons across the country.
Absolutely. Yeah. But like I said, this has been a joy. Thank you for joining me. If you guys would like to follow me, you can follow me at cbliss_pics. I have a website. It's called blisstalkshow.life, where I have some previous interviews with people that I spoke with. I've built, learned, aspired, and collaborated and shared keys with a whole lot of people now. We've been going consistent with the Bliss Talk, and you guys should check it out because it's like 30-minute inspiring conversation. It definitely lifts me up every time I get to talk to someone. So I know it's got to help someone out there that's trying to get started or even in their journey on some different concept of how you can continue to grow and progress. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes. But thanks, you guys, for joining us. You got to get to work, sir. Don't be late.
All right. Can I leave you guys with a quote? It's from Sade, the beautiful singer, Sade. Now's the time to start believing in yourself. Put the blame on no one else. Anyway, that's from the song. Make a Living. Yeah, Make a Living. That's a really good song. Let's check it out.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to close this thing out. Have a great day at work.
Much love. Bye, everybody. I love you guys. Cheers.
Thank you so much for coming in here.